It's week 1 of the 2025 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of the...
The punter Bradley Pinion on to get us started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think
Automatic
sometimes
first
those
down.
big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people could make a play on.
Complete to the rookie first-round pick. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. In motion left goes a tight end. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Purdy from the gun. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Purdy now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Operating from the gun, Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, Penix. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To the air, Penix. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Penix. To the sideline and incomplete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Niners set to take over on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They go play action here. Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw, Purdy. Dancing to his left. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Purdy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Patrick Mahomes with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That's complete to Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction. Defense.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A play fake. Now Penix. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here we go. Fights through and now a crease. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Penix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
So Purdy and the Niners down 17-14. A minute 51 on the clock. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now 2nd and 4. Purdy to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Back to throw. powerful running. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.